Welcome to the Devonport Naval Heritage Centre YouTube channel. In this video we're going to have a look at the chapel of St Barbara, previously located in HMS Cambridge. Wembury is a popular beach to the east of Plymouth, with a small island, the Mewstone, just offshore. Between the beach and Plymouth was the Royal Naval Shore Establishment HMS Cambridge. Originally called HM Gunnery School Devonport, it was changed to Cambridge Gunnery School. Operating between 1956 and 2001, on the cliffs above the coast were mounts for small calibre weapons, 20mm, 30mm and 40mm automatic guns. Turrets on the cliffs were the same as those found on frigates and destroyers, with the 4.5 and 4.7 inch being replaced by the Mark VI twin 4.5 turrets and eventually replaced by the Mark VIII domed turret. In 2006, the site was purchased by the National Trust and the buildings and weapon mounts were demolished. In front of the mast of HMS Cambridge was the figurehead of Queen Victoria. This figurehead is now on display in the box in Plymouth. There was a chapel on the site of the gunnery school. The artefacts from the chapel of St Barbara are now housed in the Devonport Naval Heritage Centre. The chapel was dedicated to St Barbara, the patron saint of artillerymen. A room adjacent to the Devonport Gallery has been set up to replicate this chapel. Memorial plaques mounted on the wall are dedicated to Chief Petty Officers and Petty Officer Gunners Mates of the Devonport Port Division from the First World War, Devonport Armourers lost in the First World War, Devonport Gunners Mates of the Devonport Port Division from the Second World War, and many other small plaques. The altar articles and Bibles are on display. The lectern of an eagle looking sternly at the congregation is from the Royal Devonport Church. The hassocks in front of the altar have ship's crests embroidered on them. An upturned ship's bell that would have been used for christenings and the altar are in front of the chapel stained glass window. On the wall behind the altar is mounted the stained glass window from St Barbara's. Each panel of the window has a figure presented to the chapel by different groups. The stained glass window has many figures, each having different patrons. The figure called Justice, presented by the Wardroom Mess. Hope, presented by the Chief Petty Officers Mess. Charity, presented by the Junior Rates. Fortitude, presented by the Long TAS course of 1959. Temperance, presented by the Vernon Squadron. Faith, presented by the retired gunners, boatswains and SD officers of the TAS and diving branches. Prudence and Humility are from unknown donors. For more information about the Devonport Heritage Centre, our opening times and the events we are attending throughout the year, please visit our Facebook page and website. We look forward to greeting you at the museum in the near future.